The rematch that nobody wanted between Alexander Volkanovski and Diego Lopes is going down this weekend, which means, of course, we need to break it down. And when I say nobody wanted it, that's because there was multiple other fighters that were in line to face Volkanovski that hadn't already have fought him. Like your Lerone Murphys, your Movsar Evloevs. The UFC didn't go with either of those guys, and they opted to do another rematch with Diego Lopes. And yeah, I said that it's disappointing, but that doesn't mean this isn't going to be a great fight. Because their first fight was awesome. Both guys showed their grappling and their striking and were very effective. Lopes even had a knockdown on Volkanovski. It was an excellent fight. There were a lot of rumors that this was going to be Volkanovski's retirement fight, so it felt a little weird that the UFC opted to do a rematch that we just saw for Volk's final belt. But Volkanovski's been saying throughout the fight week that this is not his last fight and that he's still hungry. So if this is just another fight in the mix, then who really cares? Because it's not like Diego Lopes is undeserving necessarily. I mean, it's only really because he fought Volkanovski already. He lost, he went out there, finished Gene Silva, one of the most terrifying dudes at 145, a guy that's been tearing through all the comp, and Lopes kind of made it look easy against him. He showed that there's levels, and I think we can expect a lot of that in this fight as well, because Lopes is only getting better. He's just about hitting his prime. He's still hungry. He's never been a champion. So I think we're going to see a better version of Diego Lopes against Volkanovski this time. Let's take a look at each fighter's pros and advantages that they have to win this fight. So if we take a look at Diego Lopes first, the big thing is the speed. I think there's a bit of a speed difference between the two. Lopes is a lot younger. He's going to be a lot quicker, and he's just faster overall. Another thing on Lopes' side is his age. He's much younger than Volk. Obviously, that's an advantage. And then he's got less to lose. I mean, this is his second crack at a title against Volkanovski, but he's so much younger in his career. He's done so much great things in the sport, so a loss here wouldn't really destroy much for him. Now, for Volkanovski, he does have a couple of advantages here. First off, it's a home game for him. He's fighting in Australia. You know the crowd's going to be around him. You know they're going to be backing him, and he usually performs when he fights out there. Another thing on his side is I do think he has the better fight IQ, and these two just spent 25 minutes with each other. Volkanovski definitely is going to be able to adapt from that first fight with Lopes, make the necessary adjustments, and I think he'll probably look better in this one as well. Another thing to remember with Volkanovski, his last fight was Diego Lopes. That's about 10 months ago now. That's a decent amount of time off and not something he's usually used to. Whereas Lopes had a fight in between, went out there, picked up a finish, and got his confidence back. I think the difference between these two in the first fight was just slight margins. I think Volkanovski was just slightly a step ahead, came in with a better game plan, and that's what I would expect from the more veteran fighter. But if that's all that was on his side, and you're coming into this fight 10 months later, both of these guys are going to be feeling great. They're going to be hungry to go at it again. And I don't know. I would not want to be Alexander Volkanovski fighting Diego Lopes right now. I mean, you got a Lopes here who's going to be hungry. He's going to be wanting revenge for what happened to him last time, and he wants to get his hands on the title. I think this is going to be a very close fight. I think it's going to be very similar to the first matchup, but I just think Diego Lopes is going to find a way to win this one. I'm not even sure how. I just really believe he's going to win. Now, his best avenue to doing that is probably getting a KO, and I think it can happen. I mean, like we saw with Volk, he is a little chinny now. I mean, he's taken damage from Topuria, Islam, and then in that other fight with Lopes, he did get knocked down. So Lopes has the power to put him away. Just the question is he going to be able to do it? And I'm going to back him to do so. I think Diego Lopes is going to come in here and spoil Volkanovski's party. I think he's going to knock him out in one of the later rounds after he gets him a little tired. And I think the knockdown that he lands in this fight will be the one to put him away. So I'm going to be picking Diego Lopes to win this fight via KO or TKO. This is nothing against Volkanovski. Volk's one of the best fighters of all time. Age isn't on his side. He's fought this dude before, and Diego Lopes is coming back for revenge to get the belt. So I'm taking him to win this fight. Thank you all for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, let me know who you guys are taking in this matchup. Do you got Volk? Do you got Lopes? Let me know in the comments. Be on the lookout for other UFC 325 content throughout the week. Thank you all once again. I'll see you in the next one.